Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I am looking at is the Kentucky Winter Golden Stout. Sorry for the glare there, guys. This has a very shiny, reflective label on it. Comes in at 8% alcohol by volume. It is a golden stout, aged in bourbon barrels on cocoa nibs. Could not find what the IBUs were on the website. Doesn't list it on the label either. This is a new release, a new seasonal release for 2019. Really quickly, I'll read the description on the website. It says, this winter, the Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company is shaking up the conventional wisdom on stouts. Kentucky Winter Golden Stout pours a deep golden color, but drinks like a traditional stout. With notes of toffee, roasted malt, and dark chocolate, this beer delivers dark flavors in a lighter ale. Aged in bourbon barrels over cocoa nibs, this brew finishes with delicious caramel, vanilla, and oak flavors. I've had a lot of beers from Lexington Brew Company over the years. They've all been pretty good, so I'm very excited about this one. I'm excited about any bourbon barrel aged ale, to be honest with you. All right, Winter Golden Stout. So I've actually got my Kentucky bourbon barrel ale snifter here that I'm going to drink it out of to make it official. And they were formerly, they go by Lexington Brewing Company now, but this glass was made back when they were still calling themselves Alltech. I don't know if you can see that, but right there it says Alltech. All right, so there's your pour. Nice, deep golden caramel, almost caramel color. Oh, I don't know if the camera's going to refocus. Oh well. I'm not too good looking in high definition anyway. So the beer looks good. The head died down immediately. 8% bourbon barrel aged ale. You wouldn't necessarily expect it to stick around for too long anyway. On the aroma, I'm getting some caramel notes, some dark chocolate. Let's see if I can get this thing to refocus real quick. Maybe not. Nice caramel, a little bit of like milk chocolate, more so than dark chocolate. A little bit of the bourbon barrel presence on the aroma. Some slight woody notes, and that vanilla that I'm getting as well could be coming from the bourbon barrel aging. Not picking up on any alcohol on the aroma. It just smells like a nice, like it's going to be a nice rich beer. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Interesting. Caramel, toffee, a little bit of vanilla, little bit of the bourbon barrel presence, some milk chocolate, some light bready notes in the middle of the sip. A little bit of an alcohol burn going down. The alcohol is not extremely, it's not very well masked with this beer, like with some of the other Kentucky bourbon barrel aged beers that I've had. It doesn't taste like a stout. Actually tastes very similar to the Kentucky bourbon barrel ale, their regular bourbon barrel ale. A little bit of the chocolate notes though kind of separate it from that. Yeah, some of the barrel notes are coming through. This is not what I want to drink when I want a stout. When I want a stout, I want it to be stout. I want it to have a lot of rich toasted bread notes, some nice chocolate. This has a little bit of the milk chocolate, but it's more on the caramel toffee side, really, than chocolate. It's very light for a stout because it's lighter bodied and it doesn't have the roasty, toasty notes like with a traditional stout, it's not masking the 8% very well. So the alcohol is definitely coming through with this a little bit more than I would like it to. It's not a bad beer, but I'm disappointed because I was expecting a lot more, to be honest. It is pretty smooth. It just has that little bit of a burn going down, so you know it's not a session. Uh, it almost has like alcohol legs, but anyway, it's a decent beer. Um, if you're used to traditional stouts, then you might be a little bit disappointed with this because it definitely falls short in the roasty toasty department. It does have those milk chocolate notes, not dark chocolate, but it does have some milk chocolate tasting notes. Slight bitterness on the finish, medium carbonation, medium to almost heavy body, just because of the alcohol burn that I'm getting. But it's not a bad beer. It's not an excellent beer, but it's a pretty good beer. I'm going to go with an 83 out of 100, which is just getting into the solid B range. Um, I do think it's a winner. I think it's interesting enough to buy and try. I do like the bourbon barrel notes that I'm getting, although if there was a little bit more body, a little bit more roastiness, it would have masked the alcohol better, and it would have definitely brought it up a notch in my book. But it's not a bad beer, and it's definitely worth checking out. Lexington Brewing Company makes excellent beers for the most part. This one is a little bit of a letdown personally for me uh, because I'm such a big stout person. I wanted it to be more like a stout, and it's just lacking that roast. It's cute what they're doing with the golden stout. I've had some lighter stouts. The Dragon's Milk White. I've had Circles of the Sun, which is a toasted coconut white stout from a local brewery here in Georgia. Those were both excellent stouts. Lighter stouts. This one falls a little bit short, but it's still in the B range, like I said. So 83 out of 100 for the Kentucky Winter Golden Stout from Lexington Brewing Company out of Lexington, Kentucky. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. I hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.